just won't do. Naked just won't do. GJ. That's right, naked just won't do, because today there is an amazing array of fabrics, blinds and curtains to furnish your windows that would very cleverly show off their finest attributes. Toastmasters and guests, tonight I'll give you a brief history on window treatments. Can you all see? A brief history on window treatments. A few key points to remember when considering curtains, and 2 examples to demonstrate those points. Now, a curtain is a piece of fabric hung in front of a window to give you privacy, protect you from the drafts, the heat and light. It should enhance the look and feel of a room. Curtains came about in the Middle Ages. They were extremely expensive and only the upper class could afford them. But, you know, what's that thing called? Industrialization and commercialization changed all of that and fabric prices came down. So now curtains are commonplace in most of our homes. Curtains are also normally hung in layers. You'd start off firstly with either shears or blinds and then a curtain. That curtain is also occasionally lined. That's to protect the fabric from the sun beating down on it. Before dressing your windows, you need to take a few things into consideration. You need to find out if you need privacy, day or night, or both. It's important. Is it important to keep out heat and drafts, or do you just want to block out the light, partially or fully? Do you need to open the window? Does it need to be opened often? Seldomly? Are there children or pets that you need to consider? Will the design of the window treatment be for a formal or a casual room? Or is it for a modern, contemporary or traditional style? Are you leaning towards shears, blinds or curtains? Perhaps a combination? Will the window treatment be a feature in the room or blend in beautifully with the rest of the design? You need to consider the length. Will you be highlighting the architrave or hiding it? Will it stop at the architrave or go down to the floor just above the carpet? Or in case of a curtain, will it puddle on the floor? If you've decided to go with curtains, will it be a trap or will it be a rod? If it's a rod, will you have finials? And if it's blinds, will you go for an electronic version? Now, this evening I said I would give you a couple of examples. We'll start off with our first one. I'll just put these points along the sides so we can remember to look at them. You can all see that that is a drawing of a kitchen. in this kitchen, we can locate the window just in front of the sink. So now we know. The kitchen is normally in the back of a room, so we probably don't need to worry about privacy. We do need to make sure that whatever we hang there is going to be easy to clean. Having a look at the kitchen, we can see that it's a modern or contemporary home. You can see the clean lines, which probably say we don't want a lot of fuss on this window. Another important thing is that one of those windows is open. Being right next to the kitchen sink means you're probably going to open it quite a lot. So that needs to be taken into consideration. There are a couple of choices. One, you can go with blinds. Horizontal blinds might be a good idea. They're easy to clean. The second one could be a Roman blind. You can get them Scotch guarded and they're also easy to clean. What you need to make sure is where you hang your blind. If you can see that the architrave ends right on the bench top, that means wherever you put your blind, it needs to stay off the bench top. So it's best to have it inset inside the architrave. So those are a few considerations for this kitchen. Now let's move on to the lounge room. This lounge room is a formal lounge in the front of the house. You can see it has an entry door as well as 2 side lights and a glass door. That glass door is probably not used that often because the main door is just here. And you can take into consideration that it's in the front of the house. You will probably need privacy during the day and at night. Another thing is that window is not the feature of the house. It has a fireplace, and that would be the focal point in that room. So whatever you put on that window, it's probably going to be either sheers for the day so that you've got privacy during the day, or single blinds on each pane, and then you would probably cover it up with curtains. These curtains, you're going to need to consider heating in this room because it's an old house with huge, tall ceilings. That means you're probably going to need, you to keep heating at night. So you would probably either put a pellet there or have your rod go right up to the ceiling and your curtains would go down to the floor. You wouldn't let them puddle because the door's right there and that would cause some tripping, so they would hover just above the carpet. So I've given you a few tips and pointers on how to go about thinking the next time you're considering curtains. So I dare you, don't leave your windows naked. Don't get them